Hello, everybody. Good afternoon from this end. How are you all doing today? Can you guys hear me? Can you all hear me? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see the chat section. Oh, Lillian, afternoon. How are you doing? Tichi, Favor, Stella, Gifts, Mary, Ifoma, Esther, iPhone user. How you all doing? Good. My YouTube guys, you're not left. Yeah, good afternoon, guys. If you're hearing me from YouTube, let me see fire. Everybody, good afternoon from this end. Okay. How are you all doing today? Okay. Aha, let's get back into the class. So who is excited? Let's wait some few seconds for our people to join in. Let's wait for some few seconds so we have our people in the house. Let's wait for some few seconds. Let the numbers climb up a bit. I'm super excited having you all here today. Let's wait for some few seconds. Say 4:05, we'll kick off. And I promise you all by 6 o'clock Nigerian time, we'll be out of here. 4:05 will kick off, 6 o'clock we'll be out of here so that you can go and do what you need to do today, Saturday evening. And you know, Saturday evening is usually eventful. All right. F Young, Praise, Mary, Triumph, Freda, how you all doing? Stephanie, Christy. All right. We have 2 more minutes before we start. 2 more minutes. Mrs. Blessing, how you doing today? You have 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, Clam. 2 more minutes. Let me put a reminder in our groups that we are live in class. All right, it's time. Let's get started. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? I'm super excited to having you all here with me today. My name is Chiwendo, and I'm joining us all from Abuja. Let me know your name and where you're joining from. Abigail from Abuja. Okay, yeah, Abigail from Abuja. How's Abuja doing today? Certainly, it's fine. We'll bustle in. So let me know where you're joining us from, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Zoom. Let me know your name and where you're joining us from. Oh, from Uyo. Okay, Tochi from Abuja. Debbie from Lagos. Sharon. Okay, going network tripped off. My network tripped off. So why did you join? Why did you join? Let me know why you joined. Why you joined. What made you decided to join a training? Let me know, guys. Why did you join? I want to see a lot of answers so that I will know the set of people we have in here. I want to see a lot of answers so that I will know the set of people we have in here. Why did you decided to join? Because I want a remote job. Okay. Okay, because I want to earn. All right, I'm saying I want to be a virtual assistant. I need something doing. All right. I want income. A lot of you want to earn. That's why you join. Okay, I want to be financially strong. All right. I want to own my own money as a woman. That is my kind of woman. I joined because I'm jobless. Susie, you joined because you are jobless. Okay, that's a good reason. I want to learn. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm getting a lot of the answers I need. So that is one of the major things. Yeah, I want to earn money. That's one of the major reasons why we are here today. Most of us, like few years ago, before I found out anything about remote work, about becoming a virtual assistant, a business support specialist, or all that, I used to be a banker. And just out of the blues, I lost my banking job that I've spent 5 years. I spent 5 years in the banking industry and I lost my banking job rather, out of the blue. And that was when I discovered remote work, that I could work remotely. And I will tell you that I started working remotely. First of all, my first motivation was because I wanted to make more money. I wanted to make money from the comfort of my home. But another reason again why I joined, which later became a more like a stronger reason, was because I wanted to become relevant. I was tired of working in companies where I would be micromanaged and pay little. I wanted to become relevant to myself, relevant to my family, relevant to the society at large. So that's why I asked you guys why you joined. I was waiting to hear, oh, my mother asked me to join. My brother forced me to join. My husband said I should join. My wife said, oh, this is good, let me join. But I didn't get that answer. So today's class, guys, I will be introducing myself shortly, but let me tell you what you'll be learning today. Today, in today's class, we'll be introducing you all into the world of virtual assisting, into the world of remote work, the possibility the remote space, the remote job space offers. As popular as working remotely can be, quite a lot of people have no idea on how this thing works. Quite a lot of people have no idea on how it works. So this class, basically, it's a 2 hours class, and I promise to stick to time. Highest, I take 10 minutes extra. This class basically is to get you introduced into the remote work space, what the possibility of working remotely, get you introduced into the world of virtual assisting, telling you what virtual assisting is, what you can do as a virtual assistant, the kind of jobs you can do as a virtual assistant. And also, this class is to show you how to position for those of you that already have 1 or 2 skills that you can practice, how you need to position, what you need to do, where you need to position to get remote job, where you can, hope you all can hear me. Okay, my mic is on. Where you can apply for a remote job, how you need to position to apply for a remote job. And I know that some of you have been applying for remote jobs for quite a lot time now, and many of you have not even landed your first job. So this class is going to tell you the mistake you've been making and how to position yourself rightly in 2025. Because one thing that is true is that The way we applied for job 6 years ago is different from the way you position to apply for job 2025, sorry. Even the way we position in January is different from September. Reasons why: the remote workspace is a very fast space. Things change so fast, you get. So people develop newer skills, recruiters discover newer ways to pick their preferred candidates. So you need to stay on track on your game. So this class is going to show you all of this, and we are going to do that in just 2 hours. Who is excited? I am super excited. So let me start right now. I'll be sharing my screen. Let's get into the class. If you are ready, give me some fire emoji and let me know that you are ready. Let me know that you are ready. Give me some emojis. Let me know. Give me some emojis. My YouTube guys, let me see you. I'm not seeing you guys on YouTube. You're so cold. Give me some fire emojis. Let me know that you are ready. I'm seeing my guys here. They are so ready for this class. All right. Thank you. All right. Let me share so that we won't eat more than the stipulated time for today. Hope you all can see my screen. Hope you all can see my screen. Thank you. You can see my screen. Let me know that you can see my screen, please. Who is that now? We've not started. Somebody is writing on my screen. Why are you doing this? Please do not write on my screen. Please control your hands. I bet we are all adults here. I would have disabled that before I started, but I've already started anyways. All right. So now let's get right into class. Why are you here? Remember, the first thing I did was to ask you guys why you joined. So now let me tell you a lot of reasons why a lot of persons are here. You get, a lot of you are here maybe because we are stay-at-home mom and you are looking for how to earn money to support family, and you know, because of the rising expense, rising cost, and everything is overwhelming for maybe your spouse and all that. I understand. I was there before. You want to go into the digital workspace, but you do not have an idea of the skills you need to learn, or even how to transition into remote work. Some of you are like that. If this is you, just sit down. This class is certainly for you. You're here because you want to stop depending on your spouse or family for financial support, and you have a certificate and you want it to work for you. Mind you, what we'll be teaching you today doesn't actually need your certificate. Andrew, stop writing on my screen. What we'll be teaching you today do not need your certificate, but you want at least your certificate to work for you. Here, this class is certainly for you. You're here because you have a present job that you are doing and it's paying you poorly. Your job is not allowing you grow. Your job is not even allowing you earn something decent in this present economy. I know this class is certainly for you. Some of you are here. We have some categories of persons here who have zero knowledge on how to build a portfolio. They've been hearing, oh, we can't take you for this job because you do not have a portfolio. And you have zero knowledge on how to build your portfolio or even use different international platforms to search for high-paying clients. I understand. You have the skills, but you do not know how to build a portfolio. You do not know how to search for clients. This class is certainly going to pay you. Some of you cannot actually use remote workspace tools. Yes, it's not your fault. We weren't even taught in the university. You have a job, but you require to use, like, the jobs require you to use some certain tools and you have no idea on how to use it. I get you. This class is certainly for you. And some of you have paid for quite a number of trainings, but at the end of the day, you get ghosted or one or two things, you don't get quality training, or they just drop you random YouTube videos. We understand. This class is certainly going to help you navigate yourself. The purpose and aim of this class is to help navigate you in the right direction. Why other of you desire like deeper understanding from someone who have vast knowledge, who has actually walked the path that you are trying to walk, who understand this thing and have gone through that path. If that is your present challenge, sit right back. And if you are a student and you want to escape this urgent 2K, we are here for you. Then I like the reason I like saying all this before I start class is so that I will get it straight and you will get it straight. You will know if the class is for you from the onset and if it's not for you from the onset. If it's not for you, you just kindly walk away and, no hard feelings. This class is not for you if you're the type that you rather sit down to complain than to learn or practice skills that will change your life. You are that type of person, please just exit. You are the type of person that prefer a get-rich-quick scheme. These are CBS, MMN, instead of working hard for your money, you want a scheme where you're going to put 10 naira and get 1,000 naira. Are you a thief? If you are that type of person, this class is not for you. Or you're the type of person that do not want to invest your time, your everything into your own growth and development, this class is not for you. So now we've gotten an understanding of the people that the class is for and the people that the class is not for. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to get introduced to digital skills and virtual assistant, get introduced to skills that will help you earn money, that you would use to work to earn money, get my language. Then we're going to give you reasons why, for those of you that have been searching for jobs, we are going to show you reasons why your online job search has been failing. We're going to show you how you can constantly attract and convert high-paying international clients as a virtual assistant without any guesswork. You get or wondering where your next client or your very first client will come from. A lot of you, like, you've been trying this thing, but you do not know where your next client will come. You don't know where your first client will come. If you manage to get one, you do not know where your very next is going to come from. So this is what this class is going to teach you. So before we even get right into it in proper, who is this lady talking to you? My name is Coach Chiwendu. I'm a digital workspace skills expert and a business developer. I'm an ex-banker, and I'm also the founder of the Jazz Digital Hub. The Jazz Digital Hub is an online school that have trained over 4,000 Africans across the globes. And we have our students are out there making 7 figures monthly, constant 7 figures monthly, just by using skills that they learned. How did we get here? I'm going to give you a brief of our story shortly. How did we get here? I started as a virtual assistant in 2021. I was once like each and every one of you. Sometime in 2021, I almost ended it up when I lost my job and, all that. And I was broke, wounded, and battered. And one day I just decided that, because I'm not this kind of girl that is used to being broke or asking husband for money. I'm not that. But I was laid off at the time where I had no savings. I've used up all my money, no savings, no nothing. So I was just frustrated. You get so. At this point, there's this particular day that I almost ended it, and thank God for God. Somebody called me, a friend of mine called me, and like, please, I had a revelation that you're about doing something. I'm a Christian anyway. And she prayed with me, and that day she sent me 5K. I cannot forget that 5K. That night, a friend of mine in Italy sent me, I guess it was 15K. Yeah, a friend of mine in Italy, sent me 20K. That's 25K. And that was the only money I had. I was happy and all that. But that day, I saw something on the internet that changed my life forever. And I've heard the word virtual assistant before. That was in 2020. But I didn't pay serious attention to it because I was working. I was like, somebody was talking about virtual assistant on Facebook. I said, this kind of job would be good. Yeah, I will be at home now, taking care of my children and working. But I didn't pay attention to it. But that night, I saw it again. Somebody was talking about it, how she got her jobs and so, yada, yada, yada. And I said, okay, let me join in. I joined in, I learned skills, I trained. After that, few months after my training, I got my first job. I got my first ever paying job that was paying me $20 a week. $20 was small, but it was something. That job was paying me $20 a week to manage their Instagram account. It was a record label, paying me $20 to manage their Instagram account. And a month, they pay me $80. I was using my dead Port 8 that has rubber band. So when people come to tell me that, oh, can I actually work with my phone and all that, I said, as a virtual assistant, it's important that you have a laptop, but there are some certain jobs that you can do with your phone. I actually started with my phone. So why make this thing so difficult for people to start? It's simpler than you think. I started with my phone from page management. I took that job, paid me $80. I used that $80. I added money to the $80 and I bought Hot 11. From that Hot 11, I got my second job that paid me $5,000. That was a cold calling job. That was when I got my laptop, I got some gadgets and all that. That was how the story started in 2021. And from there, in 2022, we opened the Jazz Digital Hub, where we started training people, and that was my story. And people were like, oh, how did you do it? How did you do it? Hey, my client just paid though. People were like, how did you do it? How did you do it? And so in 2022, we decided to start the Jazz Digital Hub, where we train strictly Africans across the globe. And that journey has been the most exciting journey that we have made, because it is such an exciting moment seeing young men and young women coming to testify that, oh, I just received payment. I just received payment. Look at this, is from Rachel. As at the time Rachel got this job was a 5-figure job. Yeah, it was about $3,000 or thereabouts. She just gave birth as at this time. Then these are like stories of students who have earned so much. This particular student, Gloria, as at this time, she clocked the 2K mark on Upwork. Right now, she's on the 5K mark on Upwork. There are so many of them. These are proof of ordinary people like you and I. These are proof of ordinary people like you. Ordinary men, ordinary women like you, that started from nothing, started with their phone, started with their PC, and they are earning. All they needed to do was to put in the hard work, to learn. Learning is not easy. Learning is work on its own. But they decide to put in the dedication to learn, and they decide to put in the dedication to apply for jobs, and they decide to put in the dedication to work for somebody, and the rest story is history. There are so many of them. And I wouldn't want to share everything, because we cannot share everything even in 2 hours. I want to talk about just 3 important persons. Why I feel these 3 persons are important is because a lot of us are in that same shoe right now. So their testimony might just shift you from the mindset of, I'm only good in the kitchen. You are not only good in the kitchen. You are good both in the kitchen and in your mind. So, because a lot of women here will think that, oh, they are just for the kitchen. You get, or a lot of guys will think that, oh, I'm not so social to make money online. This person is Loveling. Loveling got her first job after 8 years of taking a break from the workspace and training to give birth and train her children. She got her first job from a German country, rather. She got her first job for the German country, and this job did not just give, these people did not just give her a job. They gave her work tools. These work tools came to Nigeria. They gave her work tools. This person is Benny. Benny works for two different travel agency. In total, earning over $20 per hour. In total, earning over $20 per hour. So if Benny can do this, why can't you do that? Do it as well. And this is Okpeyemi. Okpeyemi got this job on Upwork without even applying. She did not apply. That's why, and I laugh when a lot of you say, oh, Upwork is saturated. Yes, Upwork is saturated. I'm not an Upwork person. Upwork is very saturated. But if you know how to position yourself rightly for jobs will locate you. If you understand positioning, all Okpeyemi did was to position herself, was to set up and optimize her profile using the right keywords that you do not know. The difference between you and her is that she knows how to position, she knows how to use keywords that you do not know how to do. So next time when you now think of, oh, this platform may not be able to pay me because it's so saturated and all that, just ask yourself, do I really understand positioning on this platform? What are the keywords that employers are searching for? You get? So these are things that we'll be looking at today. But before we get into all that, let's look at who is a virtual assistant. Are you guys still following me? If you are following me, let me know that you are following me. Who is a virtual assistant? Who is a virtual assistant? Oh, thank you so much. A virtual assistant is a self-employed. You can be self-employed as a virtual assistant if you are a freelancer. I will explain the difference between freelancing and remote work. A virtual assistant is a self-employed professional that provides remote, administrative, technical, creative support for their clients. You provide professional support for your clients remotely. So a virtual assistant is generally an assistant that provides support for their clients. So now that we know who a virtual assistant is, let's look at the role of virtual assistants. What are the roles? What do they really do? What do virtual assistants actually do? Your roles are so enormous, like plenty gone. You get, but let's look at a few of them. You have roles like, as a virtual assistant, you can do tasks like lead generation, document preparation, customer service, administrative support, research. You can take on research tasks, data entry, email management, schedule, property management, creative content writing. You know, there are so many jobs you can do as a virtual assistant. Being a virtual assistant, the good thing I like about being a virtual assistant, it doesn't limit you to one role. It's just like medicine. You have different specialization, different niche. The same thing as virtual assistant. You can be a virtual assistant and choose to only be a lead generation expert. You can be a virtual assistant and choose to be a business developer alone. That is still under the umbrella of virtual assistant, but a lot of people do not know. You can also be a virtual assistant and you are a research expert. It's still virtual assisting. You are assisting a major role. Okay, let's look at it as movie now. You have major character and you have those support character. So let's bring that into virtual assistant. So your boss is the major character and you are the support character. Support character can play any role. So that's the same thing a virtual assistant is. So you can play any role as a support character, as an assistant. So you can choose to be a lead expert and tell yourself that, oh, I want to niche down into lead. So the difference between somebody that is just bearing the name virtual assistant, and somebody that is niching down to different specialization in the virtual assistant industry is the pay. Just the same way your general practitioner, I like using medicine as an example. I almost studied medicine, but I ended up doing biochemistry. So don't mind me if I keep using it as an example. So you see that I didn't study computer science. I studied biochem and I worked in the bank. So I have no connection with computer. So let me get back to the business. So let's do this example this way. The difference between a general practitioner and a specialist is in the pay. A general practitioner's pay is smaller than a specialist's pay. So if I have issues with my bone, I will not go and meet a general practitioner. I'll go and meet an orthopedic doctor. And trust me, an orthopedic doctor will collect in short, an orthopedic doctor will collect an arm and a leg. So that's the same thing. You can work as a general virtual assistant, or you can choose to niche down. Pick one industry and niche down. Right now, I have niched down. I niched down as a virtual assistant. I have niched down for so long. And right now, I work with over 6 companies. And bet you, I don't do more than 3 hours a week. The one I worked the highest time, I work 5 hours a week. Guess what? Some of you will say, oh, this person is earning peanuts. That's not the case. If I'm a general virtual assistant, which I started as, I can be earning like $10 per hour, $15 per hour, as the case may be, $5 per hour, which is not also bad money when you convert it to our present currency. But when you niche down and you've spent years in that industry, I niche down in business development, and I've spent so long in that industry. I can choose to work now and give you my bill. My hour rate is super high because I only work with CEOs where I give them ideas on how to take their business from level 0 to 1,000. So my hourly rate is some people's monthly rates. You get? So that's why you see that I work 3 hours in a week. My hourly rate is some people's 2 weeks rate or 1 week rate. You get? So that's the difference. So right now, we are not looking at niching down here because I'm not talking to big professionals right now. I'm talking to people that are just starting. So, but when you are starting your journey as a VA, you start by learning the general virtual assistant service before you specialize. When I started, I learned everything about being a virtual assistant. Then I started testing nets. I worked as a social media manager. I worked as a telemarketer and cold caller. I worked as a real estate virtual assistant. I worked as an admin assistant. I worked as an executive assistant. I was just moving, pin. In short, anyone that I see job, I do. Anyone I see job, I do. Until I saw my passion. Until I saw my passion for business development, I test run it for myself. It worked for me. I got the boldness to start test running it for my client. Then before you know it, I started positioning myself as that. And right now, I don't just position myself as a virtual assistant who is a business developer. I position myself as a business person that helps you grow your business. So you get, so everything is growth. It's growth, but I didn't start here. So now you now understand the roles. The sweet thing about being a virtual assistant is flexibility. So you see how I moved until I found my strength. The reason I found that as a strength is that while I was on the bank, I was in the marketing department. If the bank is making profit, it's in our heads, on our heads, because we are the ones that goes out to get the millions and the billions in. So I understood that assignment. So I chose to now offer that service remotely. Now let's look at the benefits. Are we still following? Are we still following? I want to get us introduced before we go into deeper learning. Are we still following? Let me know if you are still following, please. Let me know if you are following. I want to. Let me know. Are you still following me? All right. Thank you. Okay, so now let's look at the benefits of becoming a VA. One is flexibility. Ozioma, leave my screen. One is flexibility. See, I remembered my years in the bank. I was frustrated. So working remotely has given me the opportunity to move the way I like. As long as I have my laptop, I have my phone, and I can always log in when I want to start work. That was all that matters. All right now, that is all that matters. It gives me the flexibility to travel. 2 summers ago, I traveled. I enjoyed my holiday with my child. I didn't travel last summer and I didn't travel this summer, but I wasn't on leave when I traveled 2 summers ago. I wasn't on leave. I was still working. I took my system, I took everything, I logged into work. So it gives me flexibility to do what I want. It gives me remote work opportunity. Today, I can boldly tell you that, oh, I've worked for this country, I've worked for this, I've worked here, I've worked here. Cost savings. At least you no longer have reasons to like remove some certain amount of money from your salary every month for transportation. Do you know the joy that brings? Independence. I can choose to work with you and I can choose not to work with you. I have a client that I just canceled on. And I canceled on that client with my full chest. Not because maybe the client is treating me bad or something. It's because the client is messing with my payments. When it's time to make payments, that client is messing with my money. And last week, it just pissed me off and I canceled on that client. He said, I don't do it again. It's not by force. And that was how it ended. And yes, 2 days ago, I got a replacement, a new client. God just brought in that new client. I did not expect. That client messaged me. I did not expect. While we were still talking, while I was asking the client if I'm what the person wants, please don't write it on my screen. The person just processed my offer instantly. Like, it shocked me. Like, that was the fastest. Because I was still like trying to recruit the clients to know if I'm actually what the person wants. And the person said, for me to contact you, I've thought of it over and over again. While we were talking, the person just processed everything. I was like, oh shit, this is it. And thank God I had to let that other clients go so that we have space to attend to somebody better. So it gives you independence. You can choose who to work with and who not to work with. A lot of us Africans, when we are working with clients, international clients, we are scared. We open up to taking shit from people that do not deserve to give us shit. We take it. It's not our fault. It's because of the fact that from our physical jobs, before we transitioned, we were already used to taking shit from our employers. But one thing that working remotely gives you, it is not easy, but the fact still remains that it gives you the independence to move. If you are not having a productive work environment with a particular person, move on. As long as you know your onions, you know how to position yourself and apply rightly, your own clients will come. It gives you global reach, skills enhancements. For the past 5 years, I have been in school. I've been in school taking either one program. Once one program finishes, I take another program. I keep enhancing myself since I got into the world of remote work. Because if you do not enhance yourself, if you do not enhance your skills, jungle will just pass you. Like development will just pass you. You will become extinct. Your skills will become like forgotten. So it gives you the opportunity. While I was in the bank, I only took one course for 5 years. And I've taken over 70 courses right now. I'm developing myself. I'm happy with the woman I am today. Reduce stress. That mental stress that you face in the office. Career diversity. I've told you guys how I moved from one place to another until I chose this path for myself. Still staying in the bank wouldn't have given me that opportunity. So now we've done all that. Let's look at skills that is required for you. These are just basic skills. They are just the basic. Just the basic. You get, they are not everything you need. If you have this, you can offer one service or the other. That's what I mean by basic skill. If you just have these skills, you can do one service or the other. You can still earn some change online. You have the graphic design skills. You have the communication skills. It's important to know how to communicate. Communication is key. As long as you are working in the virtual space, communication is key because nobody is in your present environment and nobody is in your mind. You need to be able to communicate yourself properly. Some years ago, when I hired my first virtual assistant, this person was bad at communication. The person frustrated my life until I had to let him go. Then adaptability skills. You should be able to move from one, you should be able to adapt fast to change. Because I always say this, as a VA, you are the central processing unit of your employer's business. As a VA, you are the CPU, you are the central processing unit. You are the third brain. You are the third brain that helps the second brain that helps the first brain functions well. So you need to be able to adapt. You need to have the adaptability skill to be able to adapt to change at every time. Time management. I cannot employ you to come and manage my time when you do not even understand the mechanism on how to manage time. Simple data entry skills. You can take some jobs on this. Creative mindsets. Your head should be working, as a central processing unit, as a CPU, you should be able to work You need to develop your mind to be very creative. You should be coordinated. Understand coordination and planning. Research. That is one problem a lot of us Africans have. 1 minute, guys. We lack the ability to research. But I'm sorry to say this. If you want to work remotely, like you want to go into the virtual space, you should be able to pick up your phone and get information. Source information. Understand the ability to research. Know how to scrape information from the internet. Because you'll be doing that a lot for your company. I just recently employed my third VA. I currently have 3 VAs now working for me. And one of their major jobs is to research. I cannot have them and I'm still doing my research. Why? That's the same way your clients will not have you and they will still be searching for information. You should be able to multitask. You should have project management skills. Understand how to use 1 or 2 tools in project management. Have a good organizational skills, problem-solving mindset, developmental skills, self-developmental skills. You should be able to be self-reliant because one of the major skills is being self-reliant because you are not in their workspace. So you should be able to take on a task and achieving that task without needing somebody to babysit you. You get this? You see, I just mentioned soft skills that you need. I didn't go so much into hard skills. So now that we've understood all that, let's look at where to constantly get high-paying clients. A lot of you have been waiting for that, right? A lot of you have been waiting for that, right? Let's look at where to constantly get paying customers. That's one very important thing. Paying customers. We want paying customers. How do we get paying customers? So a lot of you understand, oh, Fiverr, oh, Upwork. So right now, I will talk about Fiverr, I will talk about Upwork. But for now, I'm going to look at the unpopular ones that pays the highest money. And my 10 out of 10 of those unpopular ways to positioning and getting high paying customers is cold pitching. Either you are cold calling, either you are cold emailing, either you are cold DMing, whatever code you are doing, as long as you are cold pitching. First thing to cold pitch, understand your customer avatar. Who do you want to work with? Understand your customer personnel, like your customer personnel, the kind of person you want to work with. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, I'm a VA and I want to work with business owners, with maybe business owners that owns SMEs with like 0 to 5 employees strength, with so and so income level and so and so this. That's how to arrange your customer avatar. Understand your customer avatar, because you cannot just go and pitch randomly to people. Cold pitching is the highest way. Guys, please, those of you that are still going to Indeed, going to this, going to that, wake up. We are in 2025. Stakes are high. Start cold pitching. Help you get, because a lot of jobs are filled before they are even posted. Who filled those jobs? Is those people that sent cold email, and their cold email and cold call was too strong to resist. So first thing first, identify your client's avatar. When you identify your client's avatar, you go to Google, you search for startups. If you want to do it in the lead generation way, you can start using tools like scrape.io or whatever. But let's do it the normal way for newcomers, newbies. Go to Google, manually search for startup companies in the desired country you want to work with, and in the city you want to work in. Search for startup company, look at their website, research about them, know what they are lacking. I insist, startup company. If you search for big companies and send them cold email, your email will get lost inside their pool of mails. So go for startup and startup alone, because you have better chances of getting attention from startup companies. Pick up startup companies, research about them, send them cold emails. Don't just cold call them. Don't just send them one generic cold email. Please personalize the cold email. See, some people will tell you send 20 cold email in a day. You now send 20 trashy emails. Even if it's 5 cold email you are sending in a day, those cold emails should be solid. It's not in the quantity, but in the quality. So you can send up to like 5 quality cold emails that it was well written for a specific person, for your avatar, for your customer avatar. So research about the company, see their loopholes and where you can come in. Pitch for that position. Pitch for that position. While pitching for that position, you present yourself to be relevant. Tell them about what they are doing right and what you see that they can do better. And that's where your strength and value comes in. Make them need you. Make them need you. Cold email works 10 out of 10 for me. There are 3 things that this cold email does for me, because I've already mastered how to write it well, and my students as well have mastered how to write it well. This is what it does. when we send out our very highly personalized cold email, it's either that recruiter calls us for a meeting, one, or they tell us that, oh, we are not currently recruiting right now as this position is filled. They put us on a wait list. Two. Or three, they tell us that, okay, they are not recruiting at all, but they appreciate us. But one thing they will not do is ignore. You know why they won't ignore? Because that email was calculatively sent, and that email solves a real problem. If you send generic cold email, your emails will end up on spam. They will either block you, or you call them and say a lot of generic stuff. They will either block you, or you send an email, it will end up on spam. So you get. So first thing first, understand how to write well and start cold emailing. Search for companies. Search for new businesses. That is all your well. All the businesses that I'm working for are all startups. They are all startups. They don't have money to employ 10 to 15 employees. So you get. Then the next way that you can easily get jobs, easily get noticed, and easily get hired in this 21st or this 2025. Yeah, in this AI age, another way you need to go about it is go online and search for unpopular remote job sites. There are so many. You have Reddit, you have nodex.co, you have Dynamite Jobs, you have remotive.io, you have Well Found. All those companies, all those websites put up startup jobs. There are so many more. Or let me give you guys this cheat. Get a pen. I'm not going to repeat it, guys. Get a pen. You can actually watch the replay for this. I'm going to give you guys this thing. Get a pen and a paper. Let's take this down. Get a pen, get a paper. You can actually use ChatGPT to even get something good. So you can go to your ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to help you scrape remote job sites, hiring, if you are a Nigerian, if you are a Ghanaian, if you are whatever, hiring Africans living in Africa. You should do a thorough, a detailed search on various remote job sites, hiring Africans living in Africa. You get, for you put in your job role. Then you now tell them that you still tell the ChatGPT that you have so number of experience, depending on your level of experience. You want these jobs to have should have so amount of pay. You want these jobs, first of all, now basically to be hiring Africans, and you want a detailed job description. So let it search for jobs for you that carries a detailed job description, hiring Africans living in Africa or hiring people around the globe, so job title, so experience level, so industry if you want to, and it should also send you the link, the direct link to those jobs on those sites so that you can directly apply. So once you do that, it will send you links from Upwork, links from Well Found, links from Remotive, links from Nodex, verified ones. So all you just need to do with the job description is just to read the job description, click on those links, it takes you to the site and you apply. It saves you a lot of time, you get, and stress. Saves you a lot of time and stress. Then another way to get remote jobs is to check on companies' websites. Check on the career page on companies' websites. Check on career pages of companies' websites. Some of us do not we just go through we just view companies online, and we do not bother to check their career page. Some jobs, before they put these jobs on the remote job boards, it is first displayed on the company's website. So if you have different startup company in mind to work for or to work with, always police their website. Police their website. Check there. You will see remote jobs. You will see which is paid remote jobs. You will see internship jobs for stipends. They are first pasted there. Apply. Then you now have your famous Upwork and Fiverr. For you to win on Upwork and Fiverr, you should be able to create a very highly optimized profile. That platform is competitive. So for you to stand out, you should have a highly optimized profile. And when we talk about optimizing, you need to understand SEOs. You need to understand search engine optimization. And for you to optimize your account or your profile based on search engine optimization, you need to understand keywords. Sorry, guys. For you to do that, you need to understand keywords that clients are currently searching for. So, assuming you're a virtual assistant now and you want to search for jobs, don't go around searching for VA jobs. What are your specialty? Let me say lead generation. Some persons are looking for Facebook information scraper. That is a lead generation job. Outreach experts. That is a keyword. So if you have one skill, understand, get to know like 20 keywords you can use or employers are using to search for your skill. You get one of the reasons why you're not getting jobs is because you do not understand keywords. You do not know that employers are not just searching the generic name that you know. They are searching it based on their personal needs. They are searching it based on their personal needs. Maybe they need they need someone to cold call for them. They won't search for cold callers or telemarketers. They might search for outreach. But you do not know that that particular job you can do it. You have the skill because you don't search. You don't make research. So that's what you need to do when you want to optimize your upper profile. You have your portfolio intact, because your portfolio helps you display your strengths and your skills. You get, have your professional profile photos, and everything, do a proper setup. Then the same thing goes on LinkedIn. As a VA, you are not on LinkedIn. You are not creating content. You are not positioning on LinkedIn. You are not applying for jobs. There are two ways to get jobs on LinkedIn. Either you create content and position yourself as an expert so that your clients will locate you and hire you, or you use the LinkedIn job boards to search for job. If you are not positioning yourself on LinkedIn for visibility, you are doing a total disservice to yourself. 1 minute, guys. You are doing a total disservice to yourself because your clients are on that app. Your clients are on that app recruiting people every day. Your clients are on that app recruiting people every day, but you are nowhere close to it. Your profile is shitty. Your profile is screaming help. Somebody that your profile needs help. How can you help somebody? So if all these things that I'm mentioning, you have it all wrong, please go and set up now. Like this is a wake-up call for you to set up. You get? This is a wake-up call for you to set up. You understand? So now let's look at the next one. Let's look at the next one. Now let's look at the common problem VA faces. We've seen, I've showed you guys the methods that my people and I, my students and I use in positioning ourselves, using getting jobs online. This thing works. This thing works. Do all of this and you will see it work for you as a virtual assistant, as a remote worker, as a freelancer. Because one of the beauty of being a freelancer is you being able to get clients on a regular basis. You being able to always be like, always have somebody to work with. I know how it feels when you have one client and the client is misbehaving. You don't know where your next client will come, so you cannot afford to lose that client. So why not get it right this time? So that you'll be able to stand your ground without anybody messing with you. So now let's look at one of the problems that VAs faces. So the first thing is finding clients. We've addressed that. Finding clients is a major problem. We've addressed it. There are clients everywhere. Let me give you guys a very short story. Let me check the time. Let me give you guys something very short. We have like 1 hour. Let me give you guys something very short. One of my students just recently got a job. The guy started, why I want to tell you guys is that the guy started training with me not up to 2 weeks when he got his first job. We told him, we said, optimize your social media. If you are a VA, you are not on social media, you are at a big disservice to yourself. We told him, optimize your social media, do cold outreach. He did all that. His name is Benny. And a lot of you came from Rejoice, and Rejoice mentioned his name in the video she created. His name is Benny. Mr. Benny did all that, and he now started cold emailing people. He started doing his cold outreach. Then he got his first job. His first interview came in 1 week into training with us. When he called me, I was like, okay, you did cold outreach and all that. I just gave him what to do and all that. And guys, guess what? This is a Nigerian job. I say, okay, stick it to this amount. Because that particular job, he can do it for like 10 people at a stretch. He can have like 10 clients offering this service to, it won't stop him. And he stuck to that amount. And at the end of the day, they closed it for 200,000 naira monthly. And the client paid him 100,000 in advance. He was happy he called me. Then that client that gave him the 200K monthly job, that paid him 100K advance, that same day, Diamond, please leave my screen. That same day, introduced him to another client. So he, out of all the people he could message, he got 3 interviews. Introduced him to another Nigerian client that gave him a contract of 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira monthly. So 500 plus 200, is that not 700K monthly? These are Nigerian clients. Then last Wednesday, he got another one with an IVF hospital, a Nigerian company, paying him around 400K. That is how much? 1 point what? Do the maths, 1.2. Here, that is Nigerian job. And I told him, I said, okay, these particular jobs are super easy. You can get 10. You can get 10 of this. If the thing is so difficult for you to manage the 10, maybe because you have physical job, wife and children, get another VA to help you and pay that VA maybe 200,000, 250,000 naira monthly. The VA will help you manage 4 and you will manage 6. And right now, he has signed 4 deals. All Nigerian deals. He has not even gone to international. He's just still playing local champion. But this local champion is now giving figures. He's now giving him 7 figures. So when we tell you that Clients are everywhere. It's just based on your mindset. That's why you are not seeing it. It is a mindset thing. I've had clients in Nigeria employ me, but they paid me in dollars. If you have the right mindset and the right positioning, you will see that this thing is not as hard as you think. Getting remote job is not just strictly on Upwork, Fiverr. That is your understanding, but let it change today. Do we get me? Let it change today. We will do deliverance for you all. We will do deliverance for you all, Abi. Sure, we should do the deliverance. We should do mindset shift. We should do washing and setting. We'll do washing and setting for you all today. So now, the next thing is work-life balance. When I recently started, it was difficult for me to manage my work. Can you all still hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. It was difficult for me to manage my work and also manage my family. But one thing I discovered early is that if I wanted to work remotely, I wanted to make money, some things need to change. So one of those things that I had to change, I had to balance my family, balance myself. If you know that once you start getting remote work, if you know the things that will make your life easy for you, whether subscribing to some remote tools, do them. Whether as a woman, as a mother, it's not a flex. Getting help is not a flex. I realized that one of the things that I need to help me maintain balance as a remote worker, that was in 2023, was getting a help, a home assistant. I got a home assistant that comes to my house every day, sweep, clean, wash, do everything, wash the children's clothes, do all sorts, so that I can focus on working. So that I can focus on working and maybe managing the family after work. I still do my cooking, but every other task, this person does it. It helps me maintain stability, because before then I was always stressed, tired. I will go to work stressed, like start working stressed, and when I finish, I won't be able to perform as a mother, as a wife, as nothing. So understand balance early. Then lack of experience and portfolio is one of the major challenges. That's why I encourage every VA, join a community, have a community, build portfolio. Then relying on freelance sites. You people know that one already. Most of you have been on Fiverr for 5 years, no job. Most of you have been on Upwork for 3 years, not even one job, because you are relying on freelance sites. Come out, expand your reach. This process that we've taught you, use them. Use them, come out. Then some of you lack. Setting up portfolio is not for this class, Grace. I'm trying to deliver all we promised to give you all, so that I can, it's what life. This thing is just one step at a time. You need to understand all these ones first before you now start progressing. Do you have the skills that you want to set up portfolio? You cannot set up portfolio without a skill. So before you set up portfolio, you must have the right skill, Grace. All right. So let me go to the next one. The next one is client retention. Some of us have the worst attitude towards work. So once the client leaves you, he's not going to come back. So please, sometimes some of the best jobs we get to do is from our old clients that refers us to, or that comes back to give us a better job. So please, deliver your jobs fast, deliver your jobs on time. So now we've looked at that. Let's take a look at why your online job search is failing. Let's take a deep dive into that. Some of you have been applying for jobs like in the longest of time and it's not been working. Why have your job search been failing? One of the reasons is that you've been searching like it's 2010, not 2025. Some of us are still stuck in 2010. We've not moved into 2025. So get up and move into 2025. Many jobs that don't even get posted publicly anymore. No data, no peace. A lot of jobs are no longer posted publicly. They are shared in networks. They are shared in talent communities. They are shared via internal referrals. They are shared through talent agencies. So that's why we encourage everybody, be active on LinkedIn. Get network, get talent communities. Make good connections with hiring managers. Do all those things, you can do them well via code pitching. That's why code pitching is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Very soon, no jobs. In short, all the jobs will leave freelance platforms because the people that are code pitching is packing all of them away. And another thing why a lot of persons are not getting jobs is because they have not practiced enough in real time. They claim to have skill, just like F Young is asking, how do I set up my portfolio and profile? That was not part of the outline for this class now, was it? And F Young may have skill, F Young may not have skills. So the first thing is not how to set up your portfolio, how to set up your profile. There's no two ways to these things. There's no back door. So a lot of people do not learn skills. They go through the back door and, set up things and end up messing themselves up and spoiling the African names and end up getting jobs and messing those jobs up if they even get at all. So we lack real-time practice. Many of us claim to be VAs or EAs with no skill, with zero skill sets. You don't have the right skill set, you don't have the right experience. The first thing is you need to learn. Then, another reason why your job search has been failing is branding. If you are not branding yourself, this is the third time I'm going to say it, right? If you are not on social media as a VA, you are not branding yourself as a VA, you are doing a great disservice to yourself. Because in this modern time, employers now look at your social media handle. I don't know if you got the memo when recently they said that before you get into US, they will check your 5 years activity on social media. Employers are now looking at the real you on social media, and you are not on social media putting yourself forward. See, guys, let me tell you one of the beautiful things about branding. Let me tell you one of the beautiful things about branding. Sorry, 1 minute. Let me tell you one of the beautiful things about branding is that when a client reach out to you from your socials, they are no longer talking to you as a virtual assistant looking for job. They are now talking to you, especially when they reach out to you. They are talking to you as a business owner talking to another business owner. So they are coming to buy your service. So branding helps you position better as a service-based brand, a service-based business owner. So with that, you can choose to offer your service at premium. You can even choose to tell them that, for this job, I'm going to be giving you, you might not even have any VA working with you, but you can choose to collect the job, give it to another VA, pay that VA less so that you get your own interest. Like the VA now is not like a staff of your company. Branding helps you develop your own VA agency. A lot of you don't even think to that angle. A lot of you don't even think to that angle. I think I'm sharing too much for free. What do you guys think? Then another thing is lack of strategy. What is your strategy to searching for job? What is your strategy to searching for job? So applying for jobs without applying for a job, rather without a specific strategy, is like you pouring water into a basket. You should have a strategy and say, just the same way I taught you guys about, okay, use ChatGPT, do like this, use code email, do this one, do this one. You should have such kind of strategy. Okay, every day I'm going to send 5 personalized code email. I'm going to use ChatGPT to generate links of openings and apply to 10. You get personalized. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you have a spreadsheet where that you are using to track your work. It's not like your own that database. Job search is also job itself. So by the time you start taking your virtual assistant career or your remote job search as a job on its own, it will start paying you well. By the time you start doing that, it will start paying you well. Do we get it? Are we following me? If you are following me, give me some fire emoji. If you are following me, give me some fire emoji. Give me some fire emoji. Let me know the people that are following me. All right. Let me see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, thank you. Now, we showed you guys how you can, let's continue, guys. We showed you guys now. We're getting you guys introduced to the world of virtual assistant. Now, you now know that it's not just like something that, okay, you something so tedious for you to do. It's something that you need your basic understanding. Just have, I keep telling people, simple is enough. Once you have the simple skills can put big money in your bank accounts. We showed you guys that. We showed you guys how, Tosin, please stop writing on my screen. We showed you guys how these simple skills can help you make money. We've also showed you guys as well where you can constantly get remote clients. We showed you guys why, those of you that are searching for job presently, we showed you guys why your search has been failing. And we've given you what you need to do right to correct it. We gave you what you need to do to correct it first before we showed you why it has been failing. Then we showed you the problems that you can face as a VA or as a remote worker. But once you get it rightly, you'll be able to avert a lot of those problems. So now is my big questions to you all. Are you ready to convert your skills into foreign currency? Because a lot of persons, in short, not into foreign currency. Are you ready to convert your skills into 7 figures? Are you ready to convert your skills into becoming a 7-figure earner? It started from somewhere. And for you, it's still going to start from somewhere. First way for it to start is for you to learn the right skills. The right skills that will help you earn in this modern economy. After you learn the right skills, you now learn how to position yourself. When you learn how to position yourself, you keep calling the money to your direction. So if you are ready right now to start earning, there are 2 things you need to do. 1, you can get everything that we've taught you today. You can start giving it a try. Or you can choose to work with a group of people to help you mold your skills. If that is you, then I'll be inviting you to Dija's Virtual Assistant Academy. It's a 7 weeks AI Smart Virtual Assistant Academy that will turn you from a novice into a virtual assistant ready for the workspace, ready to get hired. It's a 7 weeks training. It's a practical training where you will be given life jobs to practice. Like, you'll be working on life projects. You have certificates on completion at the end of our programs. These 7 weeks programs will be giving you 5 coaches to guide you and work with you step by step, every step of the way. In this 7 weeks program, you'll be paired with an accountability partner that will help you grow and help you earn. So now, what would you be learning in the 7 weeks program? Somebody asked me one question earlier. Do I need to learn all these skills to start earning? Mind you, it's not a, should I say, it's not an investment plan or something. You learn a skill to work, just the same way you going to school to work. So you can either pick, you learn everything, then you will now pick niches that you want to focus on. So below is what we'll be learning in the 7 weeks of the academy. You'll be learning email management and appointment setting skills. You'll be learning business accounting. Business accounting consists of record keeping, inventory, reconciliation, business mathematics, and everything under business accounting. You'll be learning lead generation skills. You'll be learning property management and Airbnb. You'll be learning AI automation. A lot of business are going into AI. They are going into automation. People want to work smarter. We'll be teaching you how to automate business process. You'll be learning how to use prompts correctly. You'll be learning how to use AI for workspace productivity. You'll be learning how to use AI to acquire clients. Yes. We will teach you how to acquire clients with AI as a remote worker. We'll be teaching you graphic design skills. We'll be teaching you virtual travel management skills. We'll be teaching you data entry skills. We'll be teaching you CRM tools, how to use some CRM tools like your hotspot, intercom. We'll be teaching you how to use project management tools like Trello, like Monday.coms and the likes. We'll be teaching you how to apply for jobs on different remote job platforms. We'll be teaching you how to identify scam clients. We'll be teaching you how to build a brand on social media, a brand that you can earn from on social media. We'll be teaching you how to write proposals. You know, I talk to you people about pitch, how to write pitch, how to do this. If you do not know how to write it or you copy AI written pitch, you'll be spammed. We'll be teaching you how to write winning pitches, winning proposals, how to write, we'll be giving you portfolio templates and sample that you can use to apply for jobs. We'll be teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn for remote jobs, your Upwork for remote jobs, and a lot of freelance remote platform. We'll be teaching you how to use Google to get jobs. We are teaching you code emailing. We are teaching you how to use X. Love, you do not know that you can get jobs on X. We are teaching you that. We'll be taking you through portfolio creation. How can I create portfolio? All the skills that we have taught that we will teach you in 7 weeks. We will create a portfolio with jobs for you. We'll teach you how to create it. We'll take you through mock interview, teach you how to write powerful CVs. We'll teach you how to write powerful remote-worthy CVs that can help you land remote jobs. How to use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok to get jobs. All these things is what is covered in our training. It's a 7 weeks program with 5 coaches, certificates on completion, and we have 100% money back guarantee when you do not get the complete outline for the class. Everything that we'll outline and say this is what we'll be teaching you, you don't get it for the class, you get your money back 100%. Then we have our bonus offer. Bonus offer will be giving you 3 months mentorship and support. This is what 100K, but we'll be giving you for free. We'll be teaching you how to open an international payment account where you can receive your dollars. We'll be pairing you with accountability partners that you would need to learn with. Then, these 2, the last 2 bonuses is not for everybody. We'll be giving you 1 year access to international remote job link. It's not for everybody. Our training, our 7 weeks training is for a fee. The first 60 registration in a stipulated number of days will be getting 1 year access to our remote job link group. We have a group where it's a paid group where we give people remote job links. Some people have issues with going to search for jobs. We know that. So we help them scrape job on the internet and give you these jobs to apply. Is that not sweet? So for people that will join our class, we'll be giving you 1 year access. Free access. You are not going to pay a dime for it. We'll be giving you the first, not everybody, the first 60 people for a short period of time. We'll be giving you 1 year access to that group, where if you are joining now this month, we'll be giving you from now till 1 year time access to a remote job link for free. All you need to do is to click on the link and apply for the job. Click on the link and apply for the job. We will take the heavy lifting away from you. Then we have a special prize to be won by our best students. I've been doing this for 25 times. On the 5th of October, the JAS will be celebrating her 3 years. And for the past 3 years, we've been giving gifts to all our best students in every cohort. Every cohort, we have one outstanding student. And you'll be going home with an amazing prize that will help your remote job journey and career easy. It will help your career easy. So now, a lot of you will be saying, how much is this training? How much is this training? How much is this class? How much is this class? Our training fee costs a total of 100K, but we are not going to give you at 100,000 naira. We are not even going to give you for half. I'm going to take your question. Oh. Hold on, we are going to take questions. We are not even going to give you this class for half of 100,000, which is 50K. We are not going to give you the class for 50K. We are going to give you everything in the 7 weeks program, plus the bonus, plus the link. The link is just for the first few people, all for 40,000 naira. All for 40,000 naira. Our account number is on the screen. If you want to be a part of this class, you can screenshot it. This present cohort coming up, which is our 26th cohort, is going to be the very last cohort for this year. If you want to start 2026 strong, then consider joining our 26th cohort. This is going to be our 26th cohort. Class will be starting on the 3rd of November. Class is going to start on the 3rd of November and it will run for 7 weeks. So we have an amazing offer again for you guys. So right now, like I said, the first 60 registration will be getting 1 year access to our remote job link. But we have another package for the first 40 registration. The first 40 registration in the next 3 days. Today is Saturday. The first 40 registration from now till on Tuesday will not just get access to the remote job link, but we'll be giving you another 4,000 naira discount. So instead of paying 40,000, you'll be paying 36,000 naira from now till, which is in the next 72 hours. The first 40 registration in the next 72 hours will be paying 36,000 instead of 40,000 naira. And mind you, guys, mind you, it's not like because we say for the next 72 hours, it's 72 hours. As soon as the 40 registration completes, whether it's up to 72 hours or not, the 36,000 naira discount ends. As soon as the 40 registration completes, the 36,000 naira discount ends. So the first 40 persons will not only get the 1 year access to remote job link, but they will get the training at 36,000 naira. While the general first 60 will get access to the remote job link. So the 36,000 naira payment is only for 72 hours. And this is the account number. And for those of you in the group, we'll also be dropping the account number in the group. And a lot of you will say, okay, what of people that are not in Nigeria. We will also drop you the link that you would use to pay if you are outside Nigeria. Mind you, as long as the 40 persons complete, whether it's in 24 hours or in 48 hours, this discount is off. So do I have questions? Do I have questions? I want to take questions. Do I have questions? I want to take questions about the class. Yes, you are sending receipts to my DM. My DM, I'm the one that have been sending you messages in the group. I will not come to your DM. I will never go to your DM. Anybody that comes to your DM first is not me. My number has been the one sending you messages like that. The number that sent you link to this class is my number. So you can send your receipt of payment to it. The class is an online class. The class is an online class. The class is an online class. So let me take your questions, guys. Let me take your questions. I want to take questions so that we know that my people learn. I like taking questions to know that my people learn something. Yes, for Cameroon, we are going to send the link that you can pay with to the group. As long as you are in the group, we will send it to you. How do we know when the 40 is complete? I will constantly update the group. For those paying now, is 36K, not 40. I will constantly update the group. The classes are going to be held on Zoom and Telegram. Zoom and Telegram. The classes are online. I want to take more questions. No, someone without computer knowledge, how can they navigate? That is correct. Somebody that have zero computer knowledge, how do they navigate? This class is a totally beginners friendly class. So we are teaching you, that's why we have 5 teachers. That's why we have 5 teachers in the academy that we teach you everything. Is a beginner friendly class. We teach a Montessori style of teaching. So whether you have computer knowledge or not, computer background or not, you can learn. Whether you have SSCE, primary 6, as long as you have a smart mind, you can read and write, you can learn and you can withstand pressure while working. You can actually be a virtual assistant. What time? All we need, okay, let me explain the classes for you. Classes are Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday. Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday for 7 weeks. Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays are 7 p.m. Nigerian time, while Friday is 10 a.m. Nigerian time. All our classes are recorded in case Friday is our Zoom live, and it's still recorded for people that are on different time zone so that they can meet up. And we do our question and answer section every day from 8 a.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time, which is a 12-hour time frame. So within 12 hours of every day, one of my staff will be on duty to always take your questions. But the classes are 7 p.m. Nigerian time. For those outside Nigeria, we'll be sending the link that you will just click on the link to make payment in the group. We'll be sending the link to the group after this class. After the class. Somebody asked one question that I missed. Okay, Ma, please, you talked about 100K. Do you mean after paying 36 or 40K, we'll still pay 100K? Do you want to dash me the 100K to go and buy? What would I buy with 100K? Okay, I can buy one nice perfume. If you want to dash me the 100K, no wahala, but you are not paying me any other money. Okay, let me see if I have any other question. Is the remote job online job also? Yes, Grace, remote actually means online. It's online job. Okay, yes, we offer instrumental payment to book your slot. But let me let you in on the instrumental payments. Your training now, right now, for this 36,000 naira discount. Okay, people have started paying their registration fee. Slots are counting down. My phone has been beeping. For the 36,000, you can pay in 2 installments. But your first installment must be up to half of the registration fee, and it is non-refundable. While your second installment would come, you need to pay your second installment on or before 3rd of November so that you can join the class. So you are paying half to book your slot on the discount. Then your balance half, you pay it at least on the 3rd of November, which is the day the class will start. For those paying now, is 36, which is for the first 40. As soon as the 40, we get to that 40 marks. As soon as we get to that 40 marks, we are done with it. For those outside these people, we pay. No, I didn't. Did I mention that you are going to pay 100 me? You are not paying me 100K except you want to dash me the money, of which I will not collect. I will not collect it. So now let me look at the people on YouTube. Please, ma, hope you will give us all your promise. Because, okay, on the group, I'm going to send you guys links to post on my social media from past students so that you can go and see them. I don't say what we do not do. By October 5th, we'll be celebrating 3 years. For 3 years, we have been doing this, and for 3 years, we've been giving people more than what they pay for. Just 2 installments. We've been giving, you can pay in 2 installments. First must be up to half. We'll be giving people more than what they pay for. Yes, because we want you to succeed. And we are going to follow you up. Yes, there's something that we will do for you again that is not on this, our outline. The reason is that we want to take you people at surprise so that you will like, wow, you didn't say you are going to do this and you did this. Whoa, aha. So that's how we operate. If you make payments, you send me the screenshot. My number is the one that sent you guys link to join this class. Send me the screenshots. I'm the one that sent link to join the class. I've been hearing pim. If it's you, you send me screenshots to my phone. Please, can the class be put on YouTube, ma? Our class replay are on YouTube, but it's not visible. You must be on my paid plan, like on the paid class, before you will be able to. Just the same way you go to YouTube, you see all this general video. My paid class is still on YouTube, but you will not see it because it's not open to everybody. It's only open to people that are in my class. Okay, why the class will be November? Cohort 25 is still in training. Cohort 25 is in their week 5. In 2 weeks' time, cohort 25 will be graduating. And I take a small rest after cohort 25 graduates. Then the next cohort. Our classes are planned. We have people in January that paid for November class because they said that is when they will have chance. Every year, I release when our classes start. By January next year, I will release when 2026, all the classes for 2026, I will release it on my social media platform. People can now pay for the cohorts they want to join. That is how I operate, or we operate at the JAS. For those that miss the class, will there be a recording? Yes, now, we have people in different time zones. We have people in Philippines. We have people in, we have Japan. We have people in Canada. We have people all over Austria. These people are on different time zones. If we don't send replay, how will they meet class? So replay, we always send replay to the class. And that is why our question and answer section is 12 hours. Nobody does it. I employed teachers to handle your question and answer section for 12 hours of the day. From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Within that time, it must meet your time zone. You do not need to have laptop. The only course that you need a laptop, out of all the classes that we'll be teaching, only one course requires laptop, and that is lead generation. But you can learn it without laptop and choose to do other things that will teach you. And when you now have laptop, you can choose to practice lead generation. You can use your phone to learn. You can use your phone. You can use your phone to call. You can use your phone to learn. You can use your phone to work. Somebody said, please call your number. My number is 09065 30 51 74. 09065 30 51 74. My number is the number that sent the link for you to join the class in the group. You get, my number is the class. So after the 7 weeks, before we start applying for jobs, like I mentioned, Mr. Benny applied for job on the first week. It's depending on your knowledge. I will not let you to go out there and disgrace my life. You will not disgrace me. But if I see that you are good, you can apply for job and you will get it by the grace of God. 09065 30 51 74. I only advise those that have confidence to apply for job while in class. But if your confidence is not yet strong, we prefer to work on your confidence. And when we are done cooking you after week 7, we set you into the world. But if in week 1 you are cooked already, you can apply for job, because if you get jobs, I will be proud. See, what has been keeping us in business is because my student has been making money. If my student has not been making money, we will fold up. Because the more they get jobs, the more they talk about us. The more they get job, yes, you can. And the person that said, can I pay 18,000 as first installment? Yes, you can. The more they get jobs, the more they talk about us, and the more we get more students, and the more my shoulder pad increases. So you can apply for jobs while in class. And when you succeed, I will brag about you. That is what we do. So another question, please. Can someone who was not in this class pay for the registration? Yes, the person can pay. This class is just to introduce you into the system. Like, this is how it is, so that you will know what you want to get into. If it's something that you can do, then you will get into it. If it's something that you cannot do, then you would leave it. The class is just to let you in, like tell you this is the workforce, this is how it is. Okay. Can I pay on October for November class? You can pay on October, but you will not be paying the discount. Like, I know that by now we should have 10 slots gone, because I've been hearing a lot of beep. The 36K discount is for the first 40 registration, while the remote job link discount, the link, access to our 1-year remote job link, is for the first 60 registration. So you can pay in October. You get, but mind you, you may not have any of these benefits. You get, we have people that even pay for the class on the start day of the class, but they don't have any benefits to it, any extra benefits outside from what they paid for. You get any of those bonus. What if the time for the lecture is not convenient for me? I've talked about that. We have replay. Can someone who was not here pay for the class? Yes, I've answered that. The person can pay for the class. Please, ma, hope you will give us. I've answered that. Do we receive certificates? Yes, you receive. Expect in the class, ma. Okay, we wait to see you. Please, how many hours does each class last? Every day, all we need from you is 1 hour for class and 1 hour to do your classwork. You get 1 hour for class, 1 hour to do your classwork, because your classwork, you'll be doing it with your partner. But if you do not want to work with a partner, you will let us know so that we will not pay you. Okay, Modupe, send me a DM with your screenshot. If you do not want us to work, if you don't want to work with a partner, you are free to inform us. We will not pay you with somebody. We are paying you with a partner to help your life and make your life easy. You get? So you just need maximum 2 hours. The extra 1 hour, you and your partner will decide when you will have the time. Even if it's midnight, depending on what you people talk about. Yes, if you pay 18, the 18K is to book your slot. And booking your slot is also, you will still take part in the discounts. You will still take part in the discount and still gain the benefits. We still count your number. If you pay 18 now to book your slot, we will remove your number from that 40. That's how the number keep reducing. Let me see if I have any other question. Let me see if I have. Hey, somebody have asked me the question that I've been looking for. The person said, what about nurse? Can we work remotely? Let me answer this question. Onyebuchi, thank you so much for asking a very smart question. So as a virtual assistant, you can specialize in different industry. You can work with the healthcare industry. You can work, maybe you are a virtual assistant now, you can be an administrative support for healthcare. You can be a virtual nurse. Do you know that? You can be a salesperson for drugs or health tools, or all this health, medical equipment and all that. You can also be a lead generation expert for healthcare. They will only employ nurses, doctors, pharmacists, and all those guys to do those specific work because they have their basic knowledge. And mind you, if Onyebuchi, who is a nurse, is applying for a job in the healthcare industry, and Ugochukwu, maybe Ugochukwu is just a regular person that studied engineering and all that, their pay will be different too. Onyebuchi can just, form activity and tell them that her fee is $50 per hour. But Ugochukwu cannot, because Onyebuchi and Ugochukwu have the same virtual assistant experience, but Onyebuchi have the right skills, which is in the medical line for that job that Ugochukwu does not have. Ugochukwu can do the job, but they will not pay Ugochukwu $50 per hour. They might pay Ugochukwu 30, but they will pay Onyebuchi 50 because she have the extra medical experience. So yes, you can. I hope I answered your question correctly. The skill aspect can, without, okay, the skill aspect, one, without those, how do they navigate it? For 7 weeks, what we'll be teaching you is teaching you skills. So there's no way you will finish class and you say you don't have skills. Then somebody say, call your number again, 090-65 30 51 74. My number is the number that have been sending messages to the group. My number is the number that sent this link for you guys to join the class. Let me take more questions. No, ma, 10K you cannot pay. Your first installment must be up to half of your total payments. 13K you cannot pay for a slot. Your first installment must be up to half of the total payments. I have exam November, December. Okay. Yes, you can use your phone. Ma, I would like to join January on. I have exam November, December. Please, can you tell us your social media account so that we will follow you and know about the January? As long as you are in the group, I will post my social media accounts there and we will drop you informations. The only problem you will have is that you will not get discount. This discount is for just this period. After this period, you don't get any of our discounts anymore. But every new cohort will drop informations in the group. Every new cohort will drop informations in the group. Slots are going down. If I have any more questions, let's take it before we go. Can someone in educational line do the virtual job? Yes, you can. We have virtual writers. We have virtual everything. Please, ma, those of us paying now, when is our class? I've stated this thing before now, Ugochukwu. General classes are starting. I run 6 classes every year. People in January, this 2025, knew when my last class of the year will start. So it's a fixed something. Classes are starting November 3rd. You are paying now to partake in the discount. Not everybody gets our discount. If you want to join our remote job group where we drop remote link, you pay for it. Even if you are my student, as long as you are not in the discount, you pay for it. So people are, you are paying, we offer you discount and everything to pay now, you get. So, but if you want to, I just paid complete now. Okay. Yes, it ends with 74 09065 30 51 74. Any other question? Do you need school qualification? No, you don't. Yes, you can pay 20K for the as your first installment and 16K before the class starts. Do you need school qualification to get? You do not need you do not need school qualification. All you need is a certificate. Certificate is the understanding and the knowledge of a skill. You already know your skill, you know your onion. You do not need any extra qualification, any school certificates. You just need certificates, know your job. Sometimes, even if you're an MSc holder, your boss may just have high school qualification. So all you need to do, nobody cares about the school you went to. Since I've been working remotely, I've never been asked of my university degree. Nobody has ever asked me of my university degree. Nobody has ever asked me of my university degree, guys. I have never submitted my university degree. You get me? I have never submitted my university degree. I've only submitted even certificates I've gotten from registrations, from courses that I've taken. I've never submitted those certificates. All they needed to do was to test my ability, see my portfolio, test me on real time to see, my real time to see my ability. I added it to my CV, and I still have students that do not have certificates, and they still added their SSC. I will be dropping the link. I'll be dropping the link shortly. Don't worry, I'll be dropping the link right immediately we end this live. I will drop the link for those outside Nigeria. I will drop the link shortly. I promise that. So, why are we dropping the link after this class? I need to edit our price to the discount, because if you click on our link now, I can give you the link www.ddh.ng. That is my website, but the discount is not there. You will still see it at 40,000. So I need to, just give me 5 minutes after this class. I will work on the discount to show a discount price so that people outside Nigeria can pay. Then I will drop the link, the link in the group, so that you use it to pay for those outside Nigeria. All right, guys. So if that is all, let's call it a wrap. This is 6 o'clock Nigerian time. Let's call it a wrap. Let's call it a wrap. Let's call it a wrap. Thank you so much. Okay, Daniel Ejike, you keep asking for my number a billion times, and I've mentioned the number a billion times. 09065 30 51 74. I will drop it in the group. My number is there. If you go to the WhatsApp group, I'm the one that have been sending message. Thank you, Jesus. Jesus's iPhone. All right, guys, I had an amazing time with you all, and I wish that this class doesn't end. But many of you have to go and prepare for church tomorrow, you know, prepare food for the family and all that. So have an amazing time. See you all. See you all in class. For those of you that already anticipating for this class promises to be an amazing time. Good night from here, and do have an amazing rest. Thank you all. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.